Hello everyone, this is me Vipin Singh, and today I am going to describe you about the increasing and the decreasing functions. So here I am going to give you the brief introduction about the increasing and decreasing function. So for this I will take a small graph and its graph would be the sine graph. So I am drawing the graph. So here this is my given graph for the function. It could be the graph of any function and it is defined by y is equals to fx. And if I will just see here, I just want to define the increasing and decreasing function. For this, what I will do, I will draw a tangent on my given graph. So if I will draw a tangent, and now I will see that this tangent is making an angle with respect to the x-axis. This angle is known as the angle of inclination. Angle of inclination. Now I want to calculate the slope of inclination, as we have read in the 10th class that m is equals to tan theta, where this m is the slope of inclination. Or simply we can say slope of tangent. Now I will notice one thing, that this theta is less than 90 degree. Since I know that here this theta is less than 90 degree, because theta is less than 90 degree, and how we can judge? Because here we have the perpendicular axis, which is y-axis and x-axis. Both are making the 90 degree angle. The tangent is lesser than the y-axis, so definitely this angle is less than 90 degree. So the m will equal to tan 90 degree, or it could be less than 90 degree. Here our theta is lying between the 0 to 90 degree. That means it is moving into the first quadrant. As we all know that there is a 4 quadrant. And in the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. In the second quadrant, the sine is positive. In the third quadrant, the tan is positive. And in the fourth quadrant, the cos is positive. Now, we will notice one thing, that the theta is less than 90 degree. So, the value of m, which is tan theta, will always be the positive value. And we know one thing, that whenever we will draw a graph and if we want to calculate the slope of tangent of a graph, then what we will do? We will differentiate the function. Since I am having a graph y is equals to fx, so I will differentiate the function dy by dx, or I can say f dash x. Why we are differentiating it? Because somewhere it is telling us the change in the y or the change in vertical with respect to change in x, means with respect to change in horizontal. So here y is my dependent variable on the x and x is my independent variable. That means if I want to calculate the value of y, so I can put the different values of x without any restriction. So I get the value of y, hence we can draw the graph. On behalf of this, I can simply say that y is completely dependent on the x and x is an independent variable. Now I am differentiating the dependent variable with respect to the independent variable to get the dy by dx, and this dy by dx is tell me the slope of tangent. The slope of tangent. Here we have read that the slope of tangent is m, and here the slope of tangent is dy by dx. Now can we say that m is equal to dy by dx? Yes, we can definitely say that m is equal to dy by dx, and dy by dx we all know can be written as like f dash x. So this tangent is always giving the slope of tangent always positive. That means the value of f dash x will always be positive. That means the value of f dash x will always be greater than and equal to 0. Hence we can see the function is increasing. If I will draw here one corresponding line, this is, if I am saying this is my 90 sine graph, if this graph is of the sine, so I can say at the 90 degree I will get this value at 1. So 0 to 90 degree the function is increasing, and we can show it by this also. So the case of functions increasing is when the differential or the derivative of the function or the slope of tangent of the function is greater than equal to 0, then the function is increasing. Now I will draw another tangent here, and this tangent will again make the anti-clockwise direction angle. This is say theta 2, I am saying this is theta 1, and here I can notice one thing, that theta 2 is greater than 90 degree. How I can say this? If I will draw a perpendicular line over there, so here it is 90 degree and the tangent is moving more than the 90 degree, hence I can say that my theta 2 is more than 90 degree. M will equal to tan theta as we have read now, and theta is more than 90 degree, so it is lying into the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, the tan is always negative, so the value of M will, we got this negative value. As I have told you that M is equal to dy by dx, so M is equal to dy by dx will equal to f dash x, and hence it is negative. Because it is negative, so its value is less than equal to 0. Here I got two conditions. So if it is my pi, because I have told you earlier, I have taken the sin x graph. So 0 to pi's range the function is increasing, and pi by 2 to pi's range the function is decreasing, and I can show this by the derivative also. So simply we have the two conclusions, that if the derivative of the function is greater than or equal to 0, then the function is increasing, and if derivative of a function is less than or equal to 0, then the function is decreasing. Now the one question will arise here, what about this point? What about this point? The function is neither increasing here nor decreasing. That means if I will draw the tangent at the tip of this point like this, so I will get a tangent which will be parallel to the x-axis. Means the derivative of this tangent will be 0 because it is parallel to the x-axis. Whenever a line parallel to the x-axis, that means its slope of tangent and angle of inclination is always 0. So here this point is known as the turning point. So we got about the three things, that is turning point, increasing function and decreasing function. Thank you for this video.